Greetings everyone, this is Captain Strangelife with a review of 3 comic books that I recently purchased along with a bunch of others. What I did is I made 3 piles, one of Marvel, one of DC, and one of the independent comics that I bought, and I randomly picked one from each pile. So the first one was a Dynamite comic called The Green Hornet Strikes number 2 with, let's bring it down here, artwork by Ariel Padilla, the script by Brett Matthews, if you can call it a script, and colors by Giovanna Guimarães. If I pronounced that name right, I hope I did. But I was disappointed, and as soon as you open it, I haven't read the first issue because I didn't pick it up, and they didn't have it. So there's no synopsis of what has been happening in the comic book up until then, and you're left to just guess that this is probably the Green Hornet that's drowning to the bottom of Lake Michigan. And the story is the plot is very typical. It involves a detective who I assume, again, I could be wrong, is the future Green Hornet, and he's trying to expose this corrupt real estate mogul who is also the owner of a huge construction company. And the detective is trying to get the help of the commissioner to expose this corrupt real estate mogul. And the commissioner, unbeknownst to the detective, is in the pocket of this corrupt individual. And it's just a plot that's been done before so many times. Been there, done that, you know. I mean, I've read it hundreds of times and seen it on television and in movies and in the newspapers, and you know, it's just poor scripting. You know, it's not very creative. And anyway, this supposed Green Hornet there, who is now sees his life flash before him, goes back in time, and he finds himself in a club with his girlfriend, and they leave the club, you know, via the back door naturally through the into a god-forsaken alley, which is very cliched, filled with garbage and filth and garbage cans all around, and I don't know why, you know, they couldn't come up with something better than that. And then he walks underneath the L tracks, and here's another cliche. She says to him, "What's wrong?" And he says, "I have a feeling that we're being watched. Sorry about the glare." So that's another cliche. They call that writing? I don't know. I was disappointed in it, and there's hardly any writing there. I mean, there's hardly any script. You know, and look at this double page. You see exactly 4 word balloons on these 2 pages, and there's hardly any words in the word balloons. And the coloring and inks, everything is very, very dark in this book. You know, which I don't like. I don't like dark colors like this. And you know, the artwork, it's not bad artwork, but it does look kind of rushed, and the faces are all expressionless and emotional. There's nothing emotional in the faces at all. So I really can't recommend this for anybody to read. You know, it's just not that great. You know, and it's page after page of faces. That's all you see is faces in the panel. It's like he was afraid to do full bodies or something. I don't know. I just didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. You know, you got 23 pages of art, and you got to pay $4 for it. But the whole thing looks really rushed. The script looks rushed. The artwork looks rushed. So I couldn't recommend it. Next one I liked a lot that I picked out happens to be the X-Men. Number, what is this? This is number 526, and it's written by, I can't pronounce his name, Willick Portaccio, ink by Ed Tadeo, and colors by Brian Reber. So this has got pretty decent artwork in it, and a great storyline involving the X-Men Hope, who is trying to find out her true identity with the help of the X-Men. And it keeps you coming back for more of the story. I liked it a lot. Liked the script, liked the artwork. And there's a second story in there by Alan Heinberg he's the writer. Pencils by Oliver Koipel, and inks by Mark Morales, and color by Justin Sponser. And that second story involves Magneto, who is now a member of the X-Men, who discovers that 2 of the young Avengers could be his grandchildren. So that's pretty interesting. You got 30 pages in this. 30 pages of artwork and story in this for $4, as compared to this thing, I don't know what else to call it, with 23 pages and hardly any script in there whatsoever. And at least in this one, you get your money's worth. It took me 7 minutes to read this, 7 minutes to read this comic, and less than 2 minutes to read that one. And you know, you get your money's worth. It's great. The coloring is great. It's not dark. It's a great story. There's a lot to read. And it keeps you wanting to come back for more. You want to find out what's going on, and that's what stories are meant to do. And I loved it. It's really great, really well thought out, well planned, great plot. So I highly recommend that one. Then the next one that I have is from DC, called The Green Lantern Corps issue 50. This one has, in this one we find Cyborg Superman, who has John Stewart on an operating table because Cyborg Superman, I guess, wants his heart so that he has the ability to die, because Cyborg Superman just wants to be, just wants to find peace in death. So Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, rescues John Stewart, Green Lantern, just in time, and they hook up with another Green Lantern, Nanu, to discover these caverns that hold the entire population of Grenda, which is a robotic population. And it's kind of interesting, and its artwork is great. The script is great. The art, you know, so I don't think I mentioned who the artwork was by. Yeah, Tony Bedard, and the pencils are by Adrian Syaf. Inks by Vincente Fuentes, and the color is by Randy Mayor and Carrie Strachan. If I pronounced those names right, I hope I did. And it's another great comic that makes you want to come back, you know, for the next issue. And these are the kind of stories and artwork that should be in a comic, you know. It's really nice. It's great. I enjoyed it. This is another one that took me about 7 minutes to read. It also has 3 pages of preview from the Green Lantern Emerald Warriors that's coming out this month. So you got a total of 25 pages for $3. 25 pages for $3. Here you got 30 pages for $4, and here you get 23 pages of, well, I gotta tell you, it's just, to me, it's just garbage. $4 you gotta pay for that, so I'm not picking the next one up. But that's my reviews for right now. So this is Captain Strangelife, and I'm sorry I had such a negative review about that Dynamite issue. They did some good stuff too, you know, the superpowers and Black Terror I like. But that issue right there, Green Hornet Strikes #2, was really bad, man, just garbage. Anyway, so tune in again next time, and thanks for watching. Take care.